Welcome, everybody, to Pasadena and the majestic Rose Bowl, one of the unique settings in all of sport. This year's Rose Bowl, presented by Prudential, is a crucial part of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the number 4 seed in the playoff, the Baylor Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. Return starts from inside the 5. He steps out at the 23. That's where the drive will start. Line getting set up. It's a first down play. Ball handed off. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. It's a big gain across midfield all the way to the 39-yard line.
Boy, after all the buildup and all the hype of the playoff game, you'd love to see the offensive line take control here on this first play. Just establish an identity. Let this defense know who they're facing.
It's a strong run. Keeps the drive going. First down now. It's press coverage now from these DBs. An inside give now from the shotgun. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards a pop like that.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Tennessee. We come out in the playoff game, Kirk. No signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
Good job dealing with the footing. PAT is good. And a misfire there on the kickoff as it goes out of bounds. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
It's a good, solid game, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Here's the second down play. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Stopped right there at the line, no gain.
That play was perfectly defended. You know, sometimes as an offense and offensive coordinator, you hit a wall, and it's time to mix some things up on what you show the defense.
The offense with 5 receivers now, empty backfield. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Looks toward the sideline, finds the running back. And he went backwards after the catch. That'll set up a 4th down now.
Good job here by the defense on 3rd down. forget about throwing downfield. They go short, and they make them pay for it with a loss of yardage.
They'll kick it away here. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's 3rd down.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two. And that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the second half.
After the incompletion, they'll have to try to convert here on 3rd and 9. Defense bunching at the line, showing blitz. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Receiver makes the grab. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a 1st down.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another 1st down for this offense.
The Volunteers lining up here on 1st and 10. The offense with some pre-snap motion. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. He is a load to bring down. Finally, a strong tackle by the cornerback gets him.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Looking downfield, it's Booker. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. And he's brought down, but they move backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
You know, what separates good defenses from great defenses is you're going to give up some catches. But what do you do after the offense makes the reception? Are you giving up much space? Are you giving up yards after the catch? Here, just a really good job by this defense. Yeah, they gave up a reception, but right there to make a nice tackle for a loss.
And the Vols will send the punt team onto the field. He's on to kick it away, helping his team with field position. This one will be fair caught. So here comes the Baylor offense onto the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to a 39. That's good timing there. Receiver makes the catch and then has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line, because this play takes some time for the receiver to work his way across the field on that drag route. And the quarterback that time had enough time to be able to navigate the coverage and make the accurate throw.
Solid gain, moves the ball to a 43.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Fires it to the wideout. It's caught downfield. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the 1st down. A new set of downs after that completion. Handoff here from the shotgun. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Dropping back. It's Carr. Throws it to the right. Intercepted. Picked off by the defense. Can he take it all the way? And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
What a play by the defensive back here. You have no idea how tough it can be and how slippery it is out there with this rain. The defense is reacting to the offense. The offense knows exactly where they're going when they're running their route. The defender has to try to be very careful to keep his footing underneath him. Sounds simple, but it's not. To come up with that interception while doing that, that is a big-time play.
Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer. Just a great play on the ball by the defensive back, getting a hand on it and tipping it up into the air. Boy, anytime you see a tip go up, often that defense is thinking interception. This one falls to the ground, but the next tip ball could be going the other way.
Flips it to the running back, but he's got work to do. Defense able to stop him. It's fourth down now.
Quarterback had a lot of time to evaluate this defense, and most of his reads downfield appeared to be taken away, so he checks it down to his running back. And how about the way this defense just runs to the football to keep him short of that first down? Great job by the D.
The punt goes out of bounds. Looks like they'll spot it near the 25. Here comes the Baylor offense back out onto the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. That's a bullet pass to the left side. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Looking for his big tight end. Makes the catch downfield. And the gain just good enough for a first down.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
The quarterback now all alone in the backfield. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, the defense does a really nice job here of not only pressuring the quarterback, but not tipping their hand with coverage. They went to double coverage, but didn't show it till late. They confused the quarterback, and they almost came up with an interception.
From the shotgun, handoff inside. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Fired into a tight window and picked off. He's got some room and some blockers here. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Well, Chris, this is almost really like a punt. It's 3rd down and long. If you're going to throw a pick, this is the time to do it. Throw it way downfield. The defense, yeah, they intercepted, but because it's so far downfield, it's essentially a punt by the offense.
And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. The D coordinator showing heavy blitz pre-snap. To throw, it's Booker. The pocket breaking down. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all on the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
So the ball at midfield, now the offense facing a 3rd and long. Now here's the toss play. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Chris, an interesting call here. I know they have the lead, but I thought they might throw the football. They surprised me, but you know who they didn't surprise? That defense. They were not shocked at all by the run call on 3rd down and long. They stuffed that right at the line of scrimmage.
He'll call for the fair catch here. So here comes the Baylor offense onto the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. Breaking free at the 35. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Boy, this offense does such a great job of putting the threat of the quarterback and the running back on this defense. It puts the defense in a tough spot because it's really hard to take both away. This time, the quarterback gets out and shows you the speed he has as well.
They give it to the receiver on a jet sweep. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, this is the risk you take when you run this play. Sometimes it works, sometimes it backfires. And this time it backfires on the offense by going backwards for a tackle for a loss.
Now it's 2nd down here. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And tackled after a small pickup there.
Well, another short gain for this offense on the ground, and you've got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
The pass rush closing in. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack.
Great call here going with that nickel defense, giving you more speed on the field on that 3rd down and long. Nowhere to go. Gave the defensive line plenty of time to come up with that sack. And now it's 4th down and long.
And that sets up a return. The returner is brought down. There is a flag on the field, so we'll check out this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. And the running back takes the handoff. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, that's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the 2nd and 3rd-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Short loss in the play sets up 2nd and long from the 18. It's an out route. The catch made. Unleashes the stiff arm. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
Move the sticks for a 1st down for this Tennessee offense, and this quarterback is really starting to throw the ball well, putting the ball on the money and giving these receivers a chance to make plays after the catch. And I tell you, they've had some great quarterbacks, as we know, that have played in their time in Knoxville.
1st down and 10 now. Back to throw. It's Booker. Looking for the wide out. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? And the quarterback keeps it here. Gets the 1st and still running. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Man, is he pretty to watch run this option. He is so dangerous with the threat to run or to throw. This time he keeps it himself, and you can see how much ground he eats up with that kind of speed.
In the clear at the 25. Who cannot stop him? He's in. Touchdown, Fowles. Now they line up to kick the extra point. The kick is good, and the kicker got clobbered. Flags all over the field. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And this won't be returnable out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down here for this offense. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
There's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
To throw, it's Carr. He slings this one deep down the left side. The catch is made for a huge pickup. No stopping him, takes it all the way. Touchdown, Baylor. Aren't you taught on defense, Kirk? Don't let him throw the football over your head. Exactly what happened there.
That makes me really wonder if it was some kind of miscommunication. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I pull my defensive backs over, make sure everybody's on the same page and getting the right call.
Make the extra point, cut the lead to 14-7. Now they get set to kick it away. Looks like the returner will try and field this one. And bulldozing his way through. He steps out of bounds right at the 25-yard line. And the Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. The offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. And the defense wraps him up quickly. Got about 5 yards on the completion, but now it's 4th down. And the Volunteers will line up to boot it away. And they've punted away for the 4th time today. This one is out of bounds, and that'll give the offense great field position. And the punt will just bounce out of bounds. Here comes the Baylor offense back out onto the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? Catch made on the right side. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Tackle made after the completion. That's the 2-minute warning in this close first half. The offense trying to score and clean the lead before the break. An important third down attempt for this offense. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here, third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
The Bears will bring their punt team on the field now. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. Not the way he wanted to kick it. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. And he's going to get run out of bounds after a small pickup on the return. And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. They had to punt the ball last time. Now they're looking to add points, build on this lead. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You've got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
And this one is caught. They make the tackle, but not for a solid gain on that pass. The Vols will come to the line to crank up the tempo. Press coverage now from the secondary. To the air, it's Booker. It's a deep throw down the right sideline. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up fourth down.
A third down and short, they decide to throw the football, roll the dice a bit, doesn't work out. Now you're at fourth and short. You got to wonder, with this offensive line and this running back, do you run the football to convert, or do they try to go through the air again?
The Volunteers will look to convert here on fourth down. Needs a completion here on fourth down. Oh, that one's picked off. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down. So here comes the Baylor offense onto the field. They want to cut into this lead before halftime. They have to work quickly now. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Well, the defense had everything covered downfield. The quarterback tries to check it down, but how about the defensive speed to be able to sniff that out?
So second down after the incompletion. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Fires it to his target. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Fires it. Oh, and he doesn't hang on. Looks like it was deflected before it got to him. It'll bring up second down.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big pull on the ball and bat it away.
Looking to throw. It's Carr. Lets it fly to the wideout, but they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. Looking to throw it again. He's going to take off here.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first, keep this drive moving.
And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. We'll look to throw it here on second down. No connection there. The pass is incomplete. So now it's 3rd and short from the 21 as this defense tries to make a stand and force a field goal attempt or a 4th down stop. He's moving out of the pocket now. On the run, he'll let it go. He's picked for a 3rd time tonight. Look out, he's got some space. It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
Chris, he's trying to find something. Nothing is there. Everything is covered downfield. He's rolling to his right. Eyes are downfield. But the one thing he doesn't see is that defender who steps in front of that to make that interception.
Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. Let's see how the offense plays it here. Not much time remaining if they want to get a chunk play, put him in scoring position before the half. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. At the 30 now. At the 10. Touchdown, Volunteers. It was a foot race and he won it.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner is brought down. Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Quarterback escapes the pocket.
That's another sack for this defense, Chris. If I'm not mistaken, they've got a lot of pressures. I think that's their 2nd sack of this game. And this defense has a lot to do with why they have this nice lead here early in the game. The offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. And they'll try the quarterback sneak. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And here's the return from inside the 5. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Here comes the Baylor offense back out onto the field. Little eye candy here from the offense. Some pre-snap motion. Quarterback keeps the football. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Another pick. Wow, that's the 4th tonight. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoffs. stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
And the offense makes its way onto the field, hoping for a successful drive. Off the RPO, caught to the right. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again. We can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put his safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
And they hand it off to the back. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance and a really nice gain.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. And now the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. Back to pass. It's Booker. Quick throw over the middle. Touchdown, Tennessee. Still no answer for this offensive machine. Well, Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's when they start the drive. So here comes the Baylor offense out of the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Look him out throwing here to start the drive. Lets it go quickly. The pass is intercepted. And he's got some open field ahead. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Ball handed to the running back.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
From the shotgun, here's an inside give.
Finding space at the 20. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Here's a throw underneath to the back. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Defense seems to be dialing up the pressure here. Quick throw to his receiver. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. It's a short return, but a takeaway for this defense.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
Backed up at the 1, he's going to throw it. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on first down, but missed it.
Well, this defense has been lights out all year long. In fact, it's been one of the best pass defenses in the country. Big reason why they're in this playoff, and they're living up to that standard today.
Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
The ball is picked off. Not much on the return, but they snuff out the drive with the takeaway.
Boy, this quarterback's got to regroup. That's his second interception in this game right now. He's got to do a better job. But, Chris, it's easy to sit up here and say that. Could be the receiver running the wrong route. Balls sometimes can get tipped. All we know is at the end of the day, the guy pulling the trigger is responsible.
Check out this call on 1st and goal. Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there.
The defense there showed incredible discipline on the backside contained, and that reverse wasn't going anywhere. Just textbook.
So off the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 11. Looking downfield, it's Booker. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. Brought down at the 7, but the completion moves him into scoring position.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody. It allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
What a stop by this defense here on 3rd down and goal. They've been put in a very tough situation, and 3 straight plays, they've stepped up. Now, a big decision for the head coach for the offense. What is he going to do here after those 3 plays? Is he still going to try to get this touchdown?
The field goal is good, and they add to their lead. So after building this big lead, they're set to kick it off. They'll return it from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes the Baylor offense back out onto the field. This drive is important. Last one and an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Bringing pressure. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. The sack in the play could not escape the pass rush.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying the lead.
Again, he's just trapped and sacked in the pocket.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
And he's able to get the boot away. He's got some daylight, turning on the speed. And the Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. They were up double digits at halftime, and they're just continuing to roll, building on the lead here in the 2nd half. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's 2nd down. Back behind the quarterback, aligned in a pistol. He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Chris, this one's on the quarterback, in my opinion. He's got to have a better feel and a presence in the pocket to be able to either check it down or get rid of the ball. He just can't take the sack.
Defense looking to keep the pressure on. 3rd down coming up. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. It's a screen pass complete to the running back.
Chris, much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. And here's the fair catch by the return man. So here comes the Baylor offense onto the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Quarterback still with the football. Got the first down, now looking for more. They bring him down, but that's a big play. Moves the ball to 39.
Man, is this guy difficult to deal with or what? When your quarterback can just say, I am pulling this down and I am taking off myself on the option. He has that kind of speed. As a defense, all you can do is just say your prayers.
It's a huge gain. He's got it inside the 30. Finally tackled out the 19, and just like that, the offense has moved into the red zone.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Tennessee 31, Baylor 7.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Back to pass. It's Carr. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Receiver makes the catch. Touchdown, Bears. Strong game by this quarterback.
This is a nice touchdown and a great play call. Just get this receiver in space and let him make people miss and use his speed to get to the end zone. That's what they did here, and it pays off.
He makes it into the end zone, so he cuts it to a 2-score game, but time is running out. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Fields it just outside the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. They were held to a quick 3 and out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. He's going for a big play downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. And just like that, in one play, they moved into scoring position at the 23.
Man, they're already up big in this game, and now they're taking shots downfield. They're just looking to pour it on right now. Still throwing the football, and vertical shots to boot.
They're going to run it. Back gets the carry.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
The Vols looking to take advantage of the red zone trip here. They'll run it from the gun. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Critical third down play for this offense right here. Can he make it to the marker? And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Things just appear to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front seven of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Field goal try, no good. He missed it. And the lead remains at 16 off that miss. Here comes the Baylor offense back out onto the field. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play. And the Bears will come to the line to run the hurry up. Scanning the field. It's Carr. Fires it to the wideout. And he's got his man open downfield. An explosive play. Big gain. Spotted down near the 37. Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Oh, nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Well, this is just an outstanding job by this defender being in phase against this receiver and being able to tip that ball away. He actually tips it up into the air. The offense catches a break that ball's not intercepted.
Try and muscle for the first down. The Bears look to keep this drive moving.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a third down, you trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Here comes a first down pass attempt. There's a shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Baylor.
You put 5 wide receivers into a formation that puts so much pressure on the defense. Do you have enough guys that can cover? Quarterback does such a good job of finding the weakness and exploiting it.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And it's caught, so the 2-point conversion works. Back to a 1-score game. Hope still alive. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Moving right through the contact. Gets across the 25-yard line. They'll spot it at the 27. And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. They'll work the clock here with their running game. Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. The 10. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Vols.
Oh, my. What a great play call here by the offensive coordinator. The running back received some great blocking up front and just took off with it, carving up this defense all the way to the end zone.
And the PAT is good. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. They're returning from inside the 10-yard line. Stop at the 22. That's a pretty solid coverage there. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Dropping back. It's Carr. Trying to extend the play. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run. The offense goes 5 wide, empty backfield. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. He's hit as he throws it. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
It's third down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush to sack.
Man, it has been a rough night for this poor offensive line, and it's only getting worse. That's 5 sacks they've now given up so far in this game alone.
The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Fires it to the wideout. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook?
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
He'll hand it off. And that run produces a decent gain.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
Good enough for first down yardage.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Here's a 1st and 10 play. Handoff in a single back formation. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Second down after that run on the previous play. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. And here's the handoff. He shreds the tackle. Will he score here? Touchdown, Volunteers. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
And the point after is good. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Returner tackling right there. That's where they start the drive. So here comes the Baylor offense onto the field. At this point, not much you can do except play for pride. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Trying to create here on the move. And he's got it. He's swarmed by the defense.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
Scanning the field. It's Carr. He's running out of time here. And he'll pick up the 1st down, stopped at the 27.
Defense does a great job of taking everything away downfield. This quarterback wanted to take a shot, but nothing is there. The only problem is they didn't account for him taking off and running, so he picks up the 1st down.
Now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. The catch is made way downfield. That's a big gain, but they could have used that when this football game was still in doubt.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
That's incomplete. Even on a 1st down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. An incompletion makes it 2nd and 10. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Lets it fly out of the wideout. Makes the catch. Can he get in? He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Bears.
Oh, this is how you start to get rolling. That's 2 touchdowns so far, and the more he gets fed, the more often he's going to cash in.
Now the try for 2. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Looking for his big tight end. And it's caught in the end zone for a 2-point conversion to cut into this lead. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Return starts from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. The defense still has 3 timeouts remaining. We're hoping they decide not to use them. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. This, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. W, great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger.